Have you ever paused to wonder about your place in this vast cosmic theater? Today, we are taking a deep dive into the philosophy of Hermeticism, an esoteric tradition that aims to answer these very questions, offering a profound framework for understanding the universe and our role within it. The roots of Hermetic thought can be traced back to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure in Greek and Egyptian mythologies. The tenets of Hermeticism revolve around a series of fundamental beliefs. It first posits the existence of a single, absolute divine being, often referenced as the prime flow. This is the source of everything, the fount of all goodness, beauty, bliss, and wisdom. It is a presence that permeates, inheres in, and encompasses all things. Secondly, Hermetic philosophy speaks of a universe that is fundamentally mental in nature. This cosmos is none other than a reflection of the divine mind, or logos, establishing a clear parallel between the universe and humanity. Thirdly, Hermeticism emphasizes the potential inherent in every person. We are all fragments of the divine mind, possessing its creative power. We are capable of knowledge, evolution, spiritual ascent, and ultimately, attaining divine consciousness. Finally, there is the belief in transformation and rebirth. According to Hermetic thought, the soul is reborn into different bodies, accumulating experience on its evolutionary journey. This cycle is essential for the soul's purification and its ultimate redemption. Hermeticism has cast a long shadow of influence, impacting countless thinkers, philosophers, and mystics throughout the centuries. It has played a pivotal role in the evolution of Western thought, shaping the foundations of modern science, inspiring the scientific method of the Renaissance, and influencing contemporary mystical movements. Hermeticism is not a relic of the past, but a repository of wisdom that remains relevant today. It encourages us to look within, to recognize our connection to the universe, and to strive for spiritual progress. Engaging with Hermetic thought can be a crucial step on the path to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the cosmos. In summary, Hermeticism offers a compelling view of the universe and our place within it. It speaks of a single divine source, a universe with a mental nature, the immense potential within every individual, and the soul's journey through cycles of rebirth. It provides a pathway to spiritual elevation and a profounder comprehension of ourselves and the cosmos, inviting us on a journey of discovery and inquiry to unveil the hidden language of the universe. Imagine a dialogue between Hermes and his son, Tat, pondering the mysteries of the universe. Hermes, the divine messenger, reveals that the universe is not a random collection of matter, but the creation of an absolute being. He explains that the divine mind, or logos, gives structure to the cosmos, reflecting God's mental blueprint. But what of man himself? Tat might ask. To this, Hermes would answer that man is a dual creature. His body, a vessel of flesh, anchors him to the material world, yet his soul, a spark of the divine essence, grants him immortality. This duality allows man to ascend to the heights of spiritual evolution or descend into the depths of depravity. In another dialogue, Hermes explores the subject of knowledge and salvation with his disciple, Asclepius. Hermes declares that salvation is not a given gift, but a state that is attained. It comes through gnosis, divine knowledge, which unveils the secrets of the universe, the true nature of man, and the path to God. Hermes asserts that this knowledge is not found in written words, but within one's own self. It is accessed through inner purification, meditation, prayer, and a life of virtue. Does the soul have a destiny? Asclepius might inquire. Hermes would respond affirmatively, speaking of the soul's rebirth in different bodies. He would explain that this cycle of reincarnation is a process for the soul's cleansing and its final salvation. Through this process, man learns universal laws, purifies himself of negative tendencies, and draws closer to divine consciousness. At its core, the Corpus Hermeticum offers a roadmap for the soul's journey from earthly existence to divine consciousness. Its teachings, rich in symbolism and profound wisdom, have illuminated seekers of truth for centuries. Today, in a world still wrestling with existential questions, it continues to offer insights into the human condition and our place in the cosmos. Therefore, as you navigate the path of life, Recall the Hermetic teachings. You are not merely a mortal being, but a divine traveler on a cosmic journey. Have you ever wondered if there is a deeper meaning to life? Can ancient texts answer these fundamental questions? Let us examine the Corpus Hermeticum, a collection of Greek philosophical texts dating back to the 2nd century CE, revered for their deep spiritual teachings. First, we encounter Poimandres, or the Shepherd of Men, which instructs us on achieving inner wisdom. According to Hermetic philosophy, each of us harbors a divine spark, an inner wisdom. Meditation and introspection are crucial for accessing this wisdom. Ignorance and uncontrolled desires give rise to evil, thus the path of self-awareness and self-control keeps us from such pitfalls. The text encourages gratitude, urging us to accept the light and its blessings. Turning to Asclepius, we learn the concepts of motion and stillness. The universe, in all its complexity, is in perpetual motion, but the divine mind, the source of this motion, remains immobile. This paradox helps us comprehend the ebb and flow of our lives. Hermetic teachings define God as a good, perfect being, the source and cause of all things. To approach Him, we must recognize and appreciate the beauty and miracles of His creation. Everything has a purpose, and understanding this order brings balance and peace. As stated in the text, man's mission is to understand the universe, discern between good and evil, and lead a virtuous life. Fulfilling these duties fosters spiritual development. The text of the Crater, or Monad, emphasizes the power of the mind. This precious treasure allows us to understand the universe, utilize our creative power, and draw near to God. In life, the choices we make, particularly on the path of divine nature, affect our destiny and spiritual development. In God, who is both unseen and fully revealed, we learn that the divine is omnipresent. He can be seen in all creation, and to see Him, we need only open our eyes to the universe's beauty. Prayer and supplication serve as a direct line of communication with God, accessible anywhere, at any time. The text posits that true goodness resides only in God. We humans possess the ability to distinguish between good and evil, and our choices lead us to one or the other. Knowledge and faith are paramount to reaching God and goodness. Knowledge illuminates our path, and faith propels us forward. The text asserts that the greatest affliction among men is ignorance concerning the divine. Spiritual stagnation stems from a lack of knowledge and an excessive attachment to the material world. To remove these obstacles, we must awaken spiritually and remember God. To truly see God and the truth, we must rely not only on our physical sight but also on the eye of the heart. Finally, the text illuminates us on death. It is not annihilation but transformation. Freed from the body, the soul continues its evolutionary journey. Everything in the universe evolves according to the will of the divine. Reason plays a crucial role in knowing God and distinguishing between good and evil. At its essence, the Corpus Hermeticum teaches us about the divine spark within, the power and importance of the mind, the omnipresence of God, and the transformative nature of death. By understanding and applying these teachings, we can navigate our lives with wisdom, balance, and spiritual growth. Though this ancient wisdom is hundreds of years old, it remains meaningful and insightful, offering guidance in our search for a significant existence. Please make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. And if you'd like to go the extra mile in supporting the channel, the join button is now live.